Hi everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of The X Show. Now tonight we got a special edition for you. We're gonna first talk about some really dumb things that are going on in today's world, right? Especially regarding the coronavirus. Number one, we got this hot topic of a internet influencer from Switzerland, a country that usually has a bunch of good stuff coming out, but in this case, not so good. An influencer in this case has tried to teach online everybody how to actually contract the coronavirus. I mean, are you serious? You're going to teach people how to get this deadly disease that's currently wreaking such havoc over the world? But that's not all. She doesn't just teach you methods or teach you theories on how to catch a disease. She goes balls to the wall in this one. She actually goes out, demonstrates exactly how you catch this disease. And it is, my friends, truly disgusting. All right, let me see if my guy can show you guys exactly what she does real quick. And it is pretty gross. All right, I think the video is playing right now. Look at, so she licks the ground. She licks an ATM. She licks a freaking pole, and she kisses a marble and just and then she coughs a little bit, and then she licks another pole, and then she licks another handlebar, and then she's licking leaves now. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe this? She's eating leaves now like a freaking animal. I mean, This is insane. Not even dogs do that. Like, dogs will lick people, but there's also a scene in there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but there's a lady who holds out her hand and she goes up and she just goes all over it. This is freaking disgusting. I don't know what to say to this. I mean, in this day and age, we got these things going on where people teach you how to get a disease and then starts licking stuff. I mean, I'll be honest. Any other time this might have been a little bit hot. Not even. I mean, look at that. She's licking. Oh my gosh, she's licking handlebars. She's licking bus stop handlebars. And she coughs halfway through. Yeah. So truly gross. Like, my hat's off to you for being able to lick all these things. Like, she doesn't even clean it. She just legit goes to an ATM and licks the screen. Like, it takes a special kind of person. I mean, I guess she's young and she thinks she's pretty invincible, but guess what? I guess this course is actually very true and very effective because guess what? She is confirmed for the coronavirus. So yeah, I guess whoever paid for her lessons are not going to ask her money back because true to her word, true to her advertisement, hey, she got this coronavirus. So you can't say her methods aren't true. Can't be mad at that. Yeah, no, I don't know what to say. Yeah, Switzerland has been pretty impacted by this disease. There's like 900 something people confirmed as of the latest update. I'm not sure how much it is right now, but we have people like this. We got some truly, I'm just gonna say, some dumbasses like this trying to teach you how to catch this virus. No wonder it's going to hell in Switzerland. You know, I'm surprised this stuff didn't come out of America because usually we're the world's leading force in doing stupid dumb shit. But yeah, I guess Swiss, beat us to the punch. So good job, Switzerland. Guess they're no longer neutral. All right. I guess enough with that. Tomfoolery. Let's talk about some other things that actually matter. And by the way, guys, just a disclaimer, just in case anyone watching doesn't know how to avoid this. Yeah, don't lick things unless you know where they've been. Or, unless it's like your loved one after they have a very nice shower, even then, maybe not. And yeah, if you're trying to be sexy and licking something, girl, the handle of a subway is not going to be it. You know, the marbled surfaces of the ground is not something that you lick. All right, okay, cool. Let's move on before I lose any more brain cells talking about this. Okay, so the main topic of the day I actually want to talk about is Trump's press conference today. So, no surprises here. Today, he doesn't actually give us any more information than before. Maybe a couple of snippets of new insight into exactly how this crazy guy works on the inside, and it is a little bit frightening. I'm gonna say. So let's just walk through this whole teleconference real quick, or a press conference. Excuse me. So number one, we have some truly intellectuals, coming along telling us some actual statistics. And right now, the one of the statistics that Dr. Birx has put out is that in Europe, 99% of the mortality over there occurs in people over the age of 50. So good news, I guess, that people younger aren't dying by the droves of this disease, which just highlights this disease within younger generations is not that deadly. But yeah, older people with lower immune systems are gonna catch the bad end of this. So that's something we already know. So nothing new. Next, let's see. White House highlights New York area as a troubling coronavirus hotspot. It's like I don't know if they've been watching themselves, but I'm pretty sure that's been rehashed a couple of times. So New York, California, and Washington are three of the hotspots right now. These three cities have put forth some actions such as closing down the city, shutting down any public gatherings over 10 people. For California and for New York, they've actually done away with that, and they're just saying don't go outside if you don't need to, which is very correct. But I think the United States needs to go into the direction of Germany, because what they're doing right now is they're saying if you have a gathering of 2 people or above, yeah, don't have that. If you have 2 people or below, you're okay. Yeah, so I think that's a better way to control the virus instead of haphazardly just guessing around it. But that's not the only thing for this press conference. Not only do they say that you shouldn't, not only does President Trump say that you shouldn't just stay home, isolate yourself, he's actually encouraging us to go back to work in a very short period of time. So what he says exactly, number one is we'll see what happens after this 15-day period is over, because right now a lot of people are calling on him to do more action in order to contain this. So New York, Washington, and California are already doing all these he says over the top kind of protective measures. But then people are asking, well, shouldn't the rest of the states also be doing this? Because the virus, it gets around. It's not just going to stay in California because it likes the weather, or it's not going to stay in New York because Wall Street's over there and you can see a lot of cool stuff, or Seattle, Washington because it rains a bunch and I guess viruses like rain. It's not. It's going to go where the people are, and people going all over the country. Yo, they like to travel, especially now when people say don't travel. A lot of people who weren't going to travel anyways are going to take that opportunity and say, yo, let's go traveling, let's go outside, man. Hey, you ever been to Montana? No, me neither. Let's go. Why not, right? People are telling us to stay inside, and let's be rebellious over here. All right, so one thing that Trump says when he's trying to open up the economy, or justifying to us that the economy should open sooner than later, is that he says the thing that just blows my freaking mind, is that, well, we need to open America because our economy is suffering a lot. And when the economy suffers, it causes deaths as well, because suicide. And I guess, yeah, if you look at the housing crash of 2008, yeah, when stock market goes down and tanks, people do actually commit suicide. But to drag that into this case, he actually said a bad economy causes people to be depressed, let people have depression, and then they're gonna cause more death than the coronavirus itself. So the way to help us defeat this virus can't be worse than the virus, because he thinks closing down the public for at least a little bit of time until this virus blows over is gonna kill more people than the virus itself. So yeah, I guess that's what's going on in the president's mind. Not human lives that are suffering, but the cash money that he is not making. And today, a reporter asked Trump, oh, have you guys dumped your stocks? And he's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, BS, he does not know. He's a businessman who earns a lot of money. I mean, he's holding on to his $3 billion like it gave birth to him, like it's his savior, which I guess in a case it is. In a way, it sort of is. Yeah, so he has his own personal reasons for opening up the economy, because guess what Trump owns? He owns real estate, he owns hotels. Guess which businesses are impacted a lot right now? Hotels, and maybe the real estate. I'm actually not too sure on that, but definitely hotels. So yeah, him wanting to open this up, open up America, and screw the virus. If he's not making money, the rest of us can go die. I get why he's thinking this way, but he really shouldn't. I mean, it is going to cause a lot more people to get sick, my friend. And then let's see. Okay, let's see. So Trump's decision to ease restrictions will rely a lot on the mortality rate of the virus. I goddamn hope that it is. If it is on something else like money, for instance, then a lot of us are gonna die. Grandma and grandpa is going to be in a lot of danger, and I'm sure everyone loves those cookies that make. So yeah, let's just all protect ourselves. No matter what the president says, let's all be responsible. But the bad thing is there are a lot of people in this country, if the president says jump, they'll just start jumping. They won't even ask how high. They'll just start jumping all over the place. So when those people exist, they can really hurt the overall progress. If Trump says, yeah, let's open up the economy in a couple of months, a lot of businesses are actually going to go up and they're going to open, and then this virus is going to keep spreading. Yeah, so in this case, I don't know. I mean, maybe there are some cases to be made for opening up some services and businesses so people can start making money again, can start having an income, and won't rely on government to maybe pass some kind of law saying that you can't be kicked out of your house for 60 days. Maybe we need that, but he needs to say it better, because right now he isn't. I mean, the economy causes death too because of suicide? That's, yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Trump. That's not good enough. That just doesn't sound right. Yeah. Also, in other news, let's talk about this. Stimulus package that they're trying to pass in the White House. So today, I had a little look at their live stream in Congress when they're talking about this, and the whole thing was basically Republicans taking turns coming to the podium, speaking to a room full of Republicans on how the Democrats are such devils for stopping them passing the stimulus package. Well, guess what? Republicans, it's sort of your fault too. If in the beginning you had made this stimulus package in such a way that that everyone would agree with it, and you didn't leave out all the immigrants in this stimulus package where people receive checks, because that's what they try to do. They try to limit the giving of checks to just American citizens. And America is the country of immigrants, you know, Exhibit A right here. So yeah, that's not really a fair thing. And if you want to get reelected, you don't want to isolate all the immigrants out there. And I know some people might agree with this because a lot of people are American citizens, including myself. But really, you can't leave those guys out to dry, because guess what? A lot of people that work in the food service industry, in the service industry in general, the people whose jobs are getting laid off right now, guess what a lot of them are? Immigrants who come to this country, and that's the only job that they can get, waiting tables, bussing restaurants, and things like that in the service industry. So yeah, you're really, I mean, on one hand, they're preaching that we're going to help the workers, people who are impacted the most. On the other hand, they're excluding them out of one of the most important stimulus packages that we need right now. And that's not even the end of it. It's the stimulus package only calls for the one-time payment, one-time check. So $1,000. So everybody, if you're in America, how long does $1,000 last you in your normal adult life? If you make $1,000 last for a whole month, then good for you. You are a very responsible adult who knows how to manage money, and that's fantastic. But for a lot of us, $1,000 can get you through maybe 3 weeks. Because number one, rent depends on where you are. So I'm in Los Angeles. Rent's about $1,000. If you can find one cheap, maybe it's $800. So that leaves you about like $200 to get food for a whole month. Yeah, so that's not really, the logic's not lining up there. So basically, if they pass a stimulus package, then they would need at a future date, a very close future date, to approve another package, which sends people another check of around $1,000, and they'll need to keep doing this. And if each individual stimulus package is going to cost around $500 billion or $1 trillion per payment, how long can the government hold out? And the answer is, I actually don't know how much money the federal government has. It might have enough to, last all of us through the year. And in that case, then we should ask ourselves, maybe the government's taxing us way too much. If they can afford to give us back this much money, maybe just don't take them away from tax in the first place. How about that? How about that? Because I'm sure they take more than $1,000 away from you. The $1,000 they're gonna give back, and look at the good people. Yeah, you paid those to begin with. That's your money they're returning back to you. So yeah, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of rhetoric right now in the Republican Party about how the Democrats are a bunch of villains. But yeah, no, Democrats are just trying to make sure that everyone, not just American citizens, get these money. And most importantly, that this stimulus package isn't just going to go to big corporations who may or may not use this to save their employees. So that's a very big distinction here, because a lot of times when the big companies get this money, they'll use a bit of it to help their employees, but most of it will go into how to make their company better, including buybacks of stocks. Just like the president has said himself. He says, I don't like it. I don't like this buyback of stock. I'm in favor of stopping it. Then why didn't your party friggin' make a rule that says that those people can't do that? Because one of the very reason this thing hasn't been passed is the Democrats think that that's what's going to happen, because there's nothing in place to stop it. Yeah, so all those guys complaining about Democrats holding this stimulus package, that's because it sucks. They don't want to pass something and then have to do something else, then maybe send another stimulus package later and do all kinds of revisions. Let's get it right the first time. I think that's worth a little bit of weight. Yeah, so let's see. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can talk about today. I mean, yeah, every day the news is about the same. And for every press conference, we're getting less and less information. In fact, the relevant people are not even coming up to the stage anymore. And although Dr. Fauci, no, not Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx appeared this today for the press conference, and she did not appear over the weekend, well, we find out why. And it is pretty troubling that she had a very low fever for Saturday. And then Trump, apparently hearing this news, tried to run away from her. Kind of comical, I guess. But yeah, it's sort of troubling because Rand Paul, as you guys know, have been tested positive for COVID-19. And who knows how many people he's contacted with. And he needs to go to the congressional chamber and just touch all that stuff. And those guys are going to open doors, close doors. And some of those guys are still going to not practice all these safety precautions. So who knows how far or how fast it's going to spread. And we still have a lot of cases in the states of people just not following these orders. So when President Trump says, let's wait 15 days and see what happens, and then we'll make another action, I don't think we have that luxury. I think 15 days later, it's going to get a lot worse. And the only reason he's saying 15 days is that it gives him some time to breathe and think. And yeah, we can see that Trump is folding under the pressure right now. Every day on Twitter, he is attacking everybody, including Fox. And Fox is the only one who sort of supports him. So, but not anymore, though. They're slowly starting to turn to the mainstream narrative, which is Trump is not doing right. They're trying to be more politically correct. Because before, at least when they supported Trump, Trump had their back as well. But now, even when they support Trump, Trump is ripping on them with every single media. So now they have no friends, not the public, and not Trump himself. Maybe a small group of conservatives over there or Republicans who still support them. But yeah, they have to, for their own survival, they have to start ripping on Trump. So Trump right now is very much friendless. And before, I would have said Trump probably would have 100% gotten the next presidency. Maybe now it's like 95%. He's probably still going to get it, but hey, more people are abandoning him. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. And hopefully, I do hope that is as he says, and this disease is going to, excuse me over there, we had some technical difficulties. Yeah, our green screen is taped on instead of put on because, our guy who's in charge of getting stuff, he sucks. All right, just kidding. Okay, well, that's actually about it for our show, before our stuff starts giving out, which I think it already is. Okay, I'll just end it right here. So thank you guys so much for watching the X Show. Remember, our content goes up every single day except for Saturdays. So we'll try to bring you content as much as possible and as good as possible. So if you like it, please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll try to update you as soon as we can. Again, thank you for watching, and have a good night. And if you're going out, be safe, wash your hands, and avoid large crowds. Okay, all right, bye-bye, you beautiful people.